everyone. For this lesson, we will discuss about ancient times in Mesopotamia. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, the student can identify the key Mesopotamian innovation, explain the historical context, and explain the interconnectedness of innovations. First, let us discuss what is Mesopotamia. It is a historic region of modern-day Iraq within the Tigris and Euphrates river system, home to the ancient civilization of Sumer, Assyria, and Babylonia. The word Mesopotamia means between rivers in Greek. Second, let us all know what is the geographical context of Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia was a region with fertile soil, ideal for agriculture, which spurred the development of early civilization. Second, it has a river system. The Tigris and Euphrates rivers provided essential water for irrigation, drinking, and transportation. Now, let us all know what is the first city in Mesopotamia. According to ancient Mesopotamian sources like the Sumerian King List, a mythological historical document from around 2100 BCE, Eridu is recognized as the very first city established on Earth. The location and founding of Eridu. Eridu was situated in southern Mesopotamia, near modern-day Basra in Iraq, about 12 kilometers southwest of ancient Ur. Archaeological evidence dates its origin to around 5400 BCE during the early Abbaid period, making it one of the oldest known settlements. It began as a small village but grew into a significant urban center with temples and irrigation systems. Eridu was a sacred site dedicated to Enki, the Sumerian god of water, wisdom, and creation. It featured the largest known temple to Enki, attracting pilgrims. Excavation revealed layers of mud brick temples built over centuries, symbolizing its role as a religious hub. While there is ongoing debate among archaeologists regarding whether Jericho, located in present-day Jordan, predated it as a walled settlement, Eridu is recognized as the first genuine city in Mesopotamian tradition and Sumerian lore. Some biblical interpretations even associate it with the first city constructed by Cain in Genesis, although this connection is open to interpretation. Other early cities emerged soon after, such as Uruk around 4000 BCE, which became the world's largest city by 3000 BCE with up to 80,000 inhabitants and advanced irrigation. However, Eridu's primacy in texts like the Sumerian King List cements its status as the first in cultural memory. The first writing system in Mesopotamia is cuneiform, the world's oldest writing system. It was invented by the Sumerians. It started as pictographs, as simple drawings of objects like barley or sheep, scratched into clay tablets using a reed stylus, creating wedge-shaped marks. Means from Latin cunius, meaning wedge. Early uses focus on economic records, such as grain tallies or livestock counts, in proto-cuneiform script. By 3000 BCE, it evolved into a more abstract system with logograms, word symbols, and phonogram sound symbols. adaptable to languages like Sumerian and later Akkadian. Writing first appeared in Uruk, where thousands of clay tablets from temple administration have been found, documenting bureaucracy in the world's first large-scale cities. It enabled complex administration, literature like the Epic of Gilgamesh, and law. Cuneiform wasn't just for record, it preserved myths, hymns, and administrative details, transforming society from oral to literate culture. The first written laws in Mesopotamia. The written legal code in Mesopotamia formalized justice, property, and social order, often inscribed in cuneiform on clay tablets or stone stelae. These codes emphasize retribution, an eye for an eye, and divine authority with punishment varying by social class. Example, elite versus commoners. The earliest known code is the Code of Ur-Nammu. It was created by Ur-Nammu, king of the Sumerian city of Ur. This is the oldest surviving written law code. Discovered in fragments, it includes about 40 laws covering murder, theft, adultery, and false accusation. For example, it set fine for injuries. Breaking a bond will pay 60 shekels of silver, and is aimed to protect the weak. It reflects Sumerian values of order after chaotic period, predating later codes by centuries. Second code or law is the subsequent early code, Laws of Eshnunna. From the city of Eshnunna, near modern Baghdad, this Akkadian code of 60 laws addressed trade, wages, and crimes like assault with fines in silver or barley. The third is the Code of Lipit Ishtar by Lipit Ishtar, king of Isin. It expanded on inheritance, contracts, and slavery with about 100 provisions. The most famous code of Hammurabi. Though not the first, this Babylonian code by King Hammurabi is the best preserved with 282 laws on a 7.5-foot basalt stele. It covered commerce, family, labor, and justice. Example, Law 196. If a man put out the eye of another man, his eye shall be put out. Proclaimed as divinely inspired by Shamash, god of justice. It unified laws across Hammurabi's empire, from Babylon to Assyria. Earlier codes influenced it, but Hammurabi's innovation was standardization and public. And now, let us wrap it up. The Mesopotamia's legacy. The origin of the first cities, writings, and laws trace back to ancient Mesopotamia, around 3,500 to 2,100 BCE. In urban hubs like Uruk and Ur, fueled by fertile rivers and agriculture, Sumerians invented cuneiform for records and the Code of Ur-Nammu for justice, laying the groundwork for civilization's core innovations. This cradle of humanity shows how settled life sparked organized society, influencing global progress ever since. Before we end up, let us always remember that history is not just a record of the past, it is a guide to understanding our present and shaping our future. It is by Muhammad Patel. This presentation is made to you by Camigin, Mika Stephanie, Antonio Clarini, and Kapalungan Generals. Thank you for listening.